In this video, I'm going to have a quick chat with you about how to use the old age marketing technique of cold calling. Now, if the words cold calling send a shiver up and down your spine, you're not alone. I know a lot of people are fairly scared of picking up the phone and calling someone they've never met. So I'm going to give you a few strategies to help you make it that little bit easier, because it is a highly effective strategy, especially in this day and age where the noise is so great online with social media and Google AdWords and all these marketing. Now, they're all good things to do, but if you really want to make a quick impact, get some quick results and fill your diary up with appointments today or with new partners or whatever it might be that you're trying to build in your business, whatever your marketing objective is, then picking up the phone and making a cold call is an excellent way to do it. Now, why is it so scary is the question that I ask, because I think to people, I say to people sometimes, if you were ringing your mum or a good friend and just saying good day, it would be nice and easy. If your mum said to ring someone or a friend said, could you please ring such and such for me, you'd never met them, it'd be a little bit harder, but it'd still be okay. It wouldn't be too hard. But as soon as I say you've got to call a complete stranger and have a discussion with them, it sends shivers up and down your spine. Now, the reason for this is because you're probably worried about what the outcome is going to be or what they might think of you, or it usually comes down to a lack of preparation. So my first tip is, if you're going to do cold calling, is to be prepared. Now, when I say be prepared, I actually mean do a bit of practice. Practice on your dog if you need to. It doesn't really matter. Get clear on what you're going to say and what your desired outcomes are, so you're not a blubbering idiot when you pick up the phone and someone answers. You want to clearly know how you're going to introduce yourself to get their attention. Then you're going to have to ask some questions to get them interested and create desire so they want to take action. So a simple, have you got a minute for the phone? I know you're busy, is probably not a good line. What you want to do is come straight at them with something that's going to prompt their attention, get them to pay attention to what you've got to say, and a great way to do that is to come up with something that's a bit of a hook or a commonality. And this sort of goes to step 2, which is build your list from something that is familiar, because it makes the introduction of that first question really easy. For example, if you were selling things to businesses, you could ring them from, let's say, an ad in the local paper or online, and you might say, look, I'm giving you a call because I spotted your ad in the local paper. Now, no one's going to say not interested to that. You're going to get their attention. Why? Because they're not sure if you're a buyer or a seller. So we can use something like that. It's very, very effective. Another great technique is to use something like LinkedIn. We can say, hey, I spotted your profile on LinkedIn and I was really interested in what it is that you did. Can you tell me a little bit more? Once again, you've got the commonality of LinkedIn. You might see them on a page of one of your suppliers, or a supplier or a group or something. Always mention that group, because that gives you the commonality that gets their attention. Now, tip number 3 is to make sure that you do it on a consistent basis. What I find most people lack is some sort of discipline to do this. Why? It's a bit uncomfortable. So if you can set a time in your diary every day or every week that you set aside to do some cold calling and you stick to that, you will see results. It's always better if you can partner up or buddy up with somebody else who might also be having some difficulties making the cold calls, because now you're going to hold each other accountable. That's provided that you don't just sit, eat Krispy Kremes and have a coffee. So there you go. There's my 3 tips for using your telephone to get the cold calling happening. It's a very, very effective strategy. It's still alive and well, and one of the best strategies that you could use in your business if you're looking to get some fast results. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Now, of course, if you've got some tips you want to share that are working well for you with cold calling, I'd love to hear from you. I think it would be great. Not only would I love to hear, but I'm sure other people watching this video would love to hear your tips as well. So leave all your tips in the comments below. Of course, if you've enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, share it with all your friends, make sure you subscribe, and hopefully I can see that you're going to get better results from your cold calling. Until next time, I'm Ben Futrell. You've been absolutely wonderful for tuning in. Thanks so much. Until next time, have a profitable day.